I'm live again. Actually, let me see if I can go live twice. Hold on. Hold on. Look at something really quick. Am I live twice? I am. Well, that's odd. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this here. I can't. Hold on. Hmm. Okay. I'm trying to get this. Hmm. This is a little odd to me. This is weird. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna read this book now. It's called History of Ghost Spirits in the Paranormal. Oh, it's blurred out on the screen. Let me see if I can like get it to not be blurred. Anyways, you get it. Let's start. Ah! I love stuff like this. So look. It's like I'm doing like a, you go to the library as a kid and they're like reading to you. History of Ghosts, Spirits, and the Supernatural. This is so cool. Like the snake. Look at it. Look at the snake. Ooh. It's nice. I'll get that tatted. I'm not gonna lie. Beautiful. Thank you for the sub. Context. Okay, so the first chapter is called Asking the Ancestors. Ancient World. I really feel like I'm at the library, like, here's the first reading to a bunch of kids or something. Alright. Introduction. For millennia, humans have looked to the spirits of their ancestors and other supernatural beings for protection, both in life and death. Although what is known about the spiritual beliefs of prehistoric peoples rests solely on the archaeological remains of past cultures. The images they left on cave walls and rocks, how they buried their dead, and how they constructed their ritual monuments in the landscape. Hello, Hippo. Hi. Oh, I lost where I was. Oh, Stone Age burial practices provide the earliest and most intimate sense of the idea of the afterlife. The laying out of bodies and inclusion of grave goods such as drink and food suggests that the dead were equipped for a journey to another place. But the archaeology reveals little about the nature of this other place. Hello, Cheese King. Hi. Ritual deposits in the ground, including sacrifices, hint at attempts to placate unknown gods or spirits. The first writing from more than 5,000 years ago. sheds light on how spirit worlds were believed to work and the role of the ancestors within them. Ancient Mesopotamia. I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna go Google it. How do you pronounce this? Oh, where's the sound? Cuneiform. I don't know. How could I not pronounce that? I don't know. I don't know. Cuneiform clay tablets reveal a world teeming with gods, demons, and the spirits of the dead. The living guarded themselves and their homes against such supernatural threats. And the Asipu, professional priests exorcists, were important figures in society. In the royal tombs of ancient Egypt, hieroglyphic texts and colored wall paintings divulge a highly sophisticated relationship between the living and the dead, and the judgment of the souls by Osiris, god of the afterlife and underworld. Hi, Shanada. Hope you guys are like doing good on the other side of the screen. Okay, Osiris, god of the afterlife and underworld. The aristocracy and priesthood commissioned elaborate papyrus scrolls called the Book of Coming Forth by Day, known today as the Book of Dead. Book of the Dead. Ooh, I saw that book today outside, which contained a series of spells to protect the dead on their journey to the afterlife. Ancient Egyptian text also includes the first recorded ideas about the concept of human soul. The ancient Egyptians believed that the soul had several constituent. We're not gonna comment on me not saying that word properly. One of which, the ib, was situated in the heart. Hello. What are we talking about? History of ghost spirits and the supernatural. That's what we're talking about. I'm reading a book. Hi, I hope the same for you. Mm-hmm. I have like a very deep intrigue with like the supernatural, so I said, you know what? I'm gonna read. Preach, girl. 2 millennia later, ancient Greek philosopher, physicians such as Plato and Aristotle wrote at length about the nature of the soul and its location in the body. Writing developed in ancient Asian civilizations around 1200 BC. Records from several centuries later show a preoccupation with ancestral spirits, while incantations written on bamboo slips suggest that, as in early Mesopotamia, ghosts and night demons were an everyday concern. I'm Egyptian American. Okay, okay. Man, I really want to go to Egypt. Like, that is my dream this lifetime. The U.S. I'm already there. Religious texts such as the Rig Veda and I feel like I should know how to pronounce it, but I don't, and I've seen this before. I'm learning right now. Pronounce it. Upanishads. I've seen this before. Upanishads of Hinduism include the first references to the concept of reincarnation. Instead of entering an afterlife, the immortal soul is believed to transmigrate to another body, human or animal, upon biological death. This idea of rebirth can be found in Eastern religions such as Buddhism and Hinduism, in classical Greek philosophy, and in ancient non-literary religious traditions around the world. By the time of the Western Han Dynasty in China and the Roman Empire in the West, the range of human ideas about death, the soul, and afterlife that shaped the world's major religions had already been recorded. These early sources also provide clues to the beliefs that led prehistoric human ancestors to create their enigmatic monuments. Next year, come with me. I would love to. Like, seriously, I would love to. I would love to. Just subscribe. I'll subscribe back. I'm so serious. Like, I really want to go. Here's a spell in the ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead. I am noble. I am a spirit. I am equipped. O all you gods and all you spirits, prepare a path for me. That's so pretty. That's so. I like that spell. Look, 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 look. Wait, let's see. I'm trying to see if we can see. Looks like ghosts. It's very interesting. I'm trying to see. Okay. I'm like live 2 times on my. I didn't even see this Old Testament necromancy. Wow, Chinese oracle bones. Anglo Anglo-Saxon grave goods. The good people. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Now, this says the birth of the afterlife. Early human beliefs. Wow. Humans are unique as a species in their reverence for the physical remains of the dead, and in the belief that some of a person's essence survives after death. Spiritual beliefs and burial practices emerge very early in human evolution, perhaps with the awareness that life must end and that, if only for reasons of hygiene, the dead must be kept separate from the living. Deliberate burials predate even the appearance of modern humans. Around 430,000 years ago, in Cima de los Huesos, I can't pronounce that, cave in Atapure in Spain, 28 members of these I do not know how to pronounce these things, a different species, were interred in shallow pits. Some 70,000 years ago, Neanderthals buried several corpses at a cave in Iraq's mountains. Traces of pollen were found on one of the Neanderthals' bodies, suggesting that flowers were laid over the corpse in its grave. Archaeological evidence of the first grave goods dates back to the Middle Paleolithic period, hinting at the emergence of belief in an afterlife. In Russia, a young boy and girl from this time were found buried together with more than 10,000 ivory beads, a mammoth figurine, and a belt of fox teeth. That is so sad. That's so sad. Uh-oh. I'll follow. I'll sub, sub. How do I do that? Um, just subscribe to me, honey. I'm trying to subscribe to you. I don't even know how to do it. Pin message? I just realized the finger, like, that's funny. Okay, Neolithic practices. The development of agriculture in the Neolithic period, from around 10,000 BCE, created more settled societies, and with them, the first formal cemeteries and more complex religious beliefs. The increasing evidence of grave goods such as pottery, beads, agriculture, implements, and flint arrowheads buried in the Neolithic graves suggests that in these societies, the deceased were believed to have needs beyond the death that must be met. Hi, Rodriguez. Thanks for stopping by. Similar evidence of a cult of the dead comes from Katahoyuk in central Turkey. I don't know how to say it. Between 6,000 and 5,000 BCE. Make sure you're taking notes. Their skeletons and skulls were interred beneath mud brick houses, some of which were decorated with paintings of bulls, felines, and vultures. At about the same time in China's Yangshao culture, Neolithic agriculturists buried their dead in pit graves and later exhumed and reburied them. This practice may indicate that death and the passage into the afterlife was a process that was not considered to be completed with the first physical death. By late Neolithic period, monumental agriculture. By late Neolithic period, monumental architecture had appeared in Europe. Large megalithic structures such as Stonehenge in the UK and stone alignments in the Karnak in Brittany, France, appeared to line up with cosmic bodies, suggesting a belief in the connection between cosmic bodies, the living bodies of worshippers, and the dead bodies of ancestors. Passage tombs such as Newgrange and Knowith in Ireland dating back 3000 BC, in which access to the burial chamber is gained through a narrow connecting passageway, provide a sense of transition into the afterlife, when the frequently found decoration of spirals, lozenges, and concentric circles may have been a way of altering consciousness to enter the domain of the dead. Hello, Aman. Very interesting. Boatman steers boat containing the soul, figure of the soul with folded arms. The importance of the dead was that they moved through the cosmos like the sun. They were a dynamic element. Thank you for the like. I'm going to show you the images. This is a passage to the underworld, long eastern passageway that leads into the interior of the tomb in Knowith, Ireland. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. That's so interesting. And here is the pottery that they made. J. I wish I knew what that meant. Raj. I really do. J. Shu. G. Oh my god. I love this. I saw this when I opened the book, and it is so badass. Like, oh, I love this. Love it. Oh my god, I love this. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my. I would dress like this. I would really dress like this. Wow. I'm gonna end the stream on my laptop. Continue on my phone. What does that mean? Artificial underworlds. I think I'm gonna stop reading at like page 20, page 19. Right now we're on page 17. Some megalithic tombs have roofless semicircular courts, which may have been the site of rituals held in honor of the dead. Caves, the site of the earliest Paleolithic burials, continue to be revered as places where the underworld met the upper world. Oh. I saw Krishna. My brother's name is Krishna. I know it's salutations in Sanskrit. Salutation that translates victory to Krishna. Looking at a teacher for Egypt. Jai. Now I'm learning so much. Like, oh my god. How do I pronounce this? Jive without the V. Jai. Shri. Jai Shri. Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Learned something new today. I didn't know. Now I know. Oh, my phone. Stay in place. Stay in place. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Oh my god. Keeps tilting. Okay, okay, okay. Where am I here? Where am I here? The underworld may have been seen as a physical place to which the dead went. In Greece, people made pilgrimages to leave offerings at the mouth of the cave there, while in Cornwall, UK, inhabitants of the Iron Age village created a fogao underground chamber in the 1st century BCE, a possible symbolic passageway into the afterlife. The sense of a journey into the land of the dead is often a repeated theme in early art, from the burial urns of the Philippines to the memorial picture stones of pre-Viking Scandinavia, which frequently depict ships. Please sub, if you're like like the live sub, I'd appreciate it. You're looking for a teacher for Egypt. I wish I was a teacher. Ancestor spirits, my favorite. The inhabitants of the earliest agricultural. Thanks for looking at Egypt. Thanks for you looking at Egypt. I'm a little slow. Where are you from, sister? I'm from the U.S. My parents are from the Caribbean. The inhabitants of the earliest agricultural villages seem to have been venerated ancestral spirits. Do you guys believe in spirits? Like, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in the supernatural? Because I do. I do. Do you like sirens? Sirens? Like water, underwater, mythical? Yes. Love. I think they're real. But why would they show themselves to us? Humans. Why would they do that? That wouldn't be smart. Anything that we start to question and it shows itself to us, we destroy it. I do. I do believe in like mermaids and sirens. I do. Because the government, right? Or, they're like, oh, we can't go to certain islands. We can't, just, I just feel like some things are hidden, but they're hidden for our own good. I like sirens too. They're beautiful. Just the concept is, I just like the concept of water beings that kind of snatch people away. Oh my gosh. Specifically snatching men away. I think that's very funny. They take children, unfortunately, and anyways. Oh my god. Ooh. Now that you mentioned sirens, I should get a book about sirens and read it as well. Back to this ancestor spirit. At Ain, in Israel, dozens of bodies were buried close to the hearts of houses, perhaps signifying the need to keep the dead close to the living. In Ghazal, a farming village of the Natufian culture, the heads of corpses were separated from the rest of the skeleton and covered with white plaster. The eyes were then inset with shells. Children's bodies were not treated in this way, suggesting that only adults could become ancestral spirits. In other places, the dead were commemorated with images, as seen in the plank figurines of Cyprus, or decorative cremation urns produced by the Iron Age Pomeranian culture of northern Poland and Germany. If you would be a siren, what would you do? Yeah, you should. Gosh, I never thought about that. You know what I would do? I would lure, if there was like a siren initiation sort of thing, I would lure women who are not in good relationships. to to I would lure women who are, I would like probably tell them to bring their husbands. Yeah. I'm like, okay, at 5 p.m. you're gonna take him to the ocean, right? And I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Cover your ears. Make sure you cover your ears. 10. I don't know what time I just said. I'm like, take him there and let him put his foot in the water. Okay. Okay. And when you see the shiny light on the water, you know it's time. Mostly women in like abusive, like horrible relationships. Like that's what I'm gonna do. Personally, that's what I would do. But if you're a siren, you probably don't even care about humans, so you're just worried about what's going on in your siren world and you're under the water or whatever. That's what I would do. Okay, that's unfortunately unfortunately that's what I would do. It's only unfortunate for those husbands, but other than that, being a siren sounds cool. Hold on, let me fix my legs. Legs, fix my legs. Oh, back on. Ooh, the birth of shamanism. Little evidence has been found. Oh, yes, did you know sirens fight underwater? Oh, I heard it. I've heard that. Yeah, I mean, if they're dragging people like mermaids and stuff, they drag people underwater. I mean, they have to definitely know how to fight. It's kind of. I'm sure they're very territorial as well. Like I'm sure sirens would be very territorial and fight each other to the death because, like, you know, they're like animals, like humans, like fish. They are very territorial. Mm. And they're half bird and human head. Hmm. I need to look into this more. Oh my gosh. I love all things like supernatural, paranormal, like things that people would be like, oh, that doesn't sound logical. Well, life is not always logical. Life isn't always logical. Little evidence has been found of the prehistoric practitioners of the cults of the dead. Nevertheless, nevertheless, the common presence of animal imagery in burials and these words, bro. Like, I should know this. This is why reading is amazing, okay? Interment. I can't see the word. I'm on my laptop and I'm trying to.
Internet.
Not internet. Interment.
Interment.
Interment. This is You Are Dead Gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Hello, KS. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm like very, like, my face can be a little telling. I don't really realize how expressive I am until I like look at my videos and I'm like, what face was that? Shamanism, which would date back to pre-Neolithic. Okay, interment of the corpse with special offerings of animal remains suggests a belief in shamanism, which may date back to the pre-Neolithic times. The term shaman comes from the Evenki people of Siberia, but it is used by scholars more generally to describe a broad set of beliefs and practices that center around spirit communication. In Germany, a grave of a 30 to 40-year-old woman found around 7,000 BCE was found buried with an array of grave goods such as the bones and antlers of a deer, Analysis of her skeleton revealed a spinal malformation, and it is possible that this gave her special status in the community, perhaps that of a shaman. Similarly, excavations in various Neolithic cemeteries across Europe have revealed a handful of bodies buried in seated positions. As opposed to the usual flat or flex position, these individuals' roles in life seem to have determined special treatment in death by assessing the spirit world while alive. Such shamans, the first priests, must have given people reason to hope for an afterlife. Without written records, however, their specific beliefs regarding the supernatural remain a mystery. You travel in other worlds on behalf of your people with the help of your spirit animal. Bye. I'm gonna go watch this horror movie. Take care. Thanks for stopping by and chatting with me. Hope it's a. I need to know. Let me know what movie that is. Oh, I want to watch it too. I want to watch it too. Spirit Face, dating from c. 600 to 200 BCE. The burial urns of Pomeranian culture were topped with hat-like lids and decorated with faces. Each urn had a unique face, which possibly represents the deceased within. This is an urn. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. History. And in this page, there are a bunch of statues that they buried with the dead. Prehistoric rituals. Oh, this is the last page. In absence of written record, it is difficult for archaeologists to ascertain the exact purpose and meaning of many of the finds from early human societies. Without evidence to the contrary, objects are often assumed to have been used in ritual. Yet some clearly indicate their role in early human spiritual beliefs, as well as afterlife beliefs and the practice of ancestor veneration. Shamanistic elements emerged in the prehistoric period as the early aspect of religion and saw people attempting to engage with spirits in the natural world. These objects, dating from the Neolithic period to the Iron Age, are believed to have served a shamanic, talismanic, or otherwise spirit related function. It would be funny. You're beautiful. Thank you, Avelino. Thank you. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm sorry. This necklace of wolves, it's just, what if all of this wasn't for rituals? Like, what if it's just like these people, what if they just were like, we want to create something? There was no purpose. And we're just giving it a meaning. It's so funny. It's hilarious. But wow, that was the last page for now. Only wanted to read a few pages. Next is Spirits of the Dreamtime. You know what? I might read this tonight. Like once 8 o'clock hits, we'll touch on Spirits of the Dreamtime. And I also have another book. Let's see. I also have another book. It is a dream book. Let me show you. Let me show you. Boo! I love these topics. Dream Psychology by Sigmund Freud. Of course, is yeah. So I'll probably read about 10 pages of this at 8 o'clock. So subscribe, like, do whatever you want. I'm gonna be back around 8:30 to read some more, because you gotta read. Your pendant is, oh my god. Here? This is from Timu. That's from Timu. I came back. Hey. Welcome back, welcome back. I'm gonna head off. Might watch a movie too. I could stream one. If I can stream a movie here. You wouldn't see me, but I can stream a movie here. It might get copyrighted, but I'm gonna do that. So thank you for stopping by. Subscribe, like, come back at 8:30 when I read more about dream time things and dream psychology. In the meantime, I'm gonna stream a movie on my YouTube. You can watch it. I'm gonna be watching it. You can watch it as well. You won't hear me or see me, but that's okay. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one, and protect yourself spiritually today. Bye. I crack myself up. I'm not gonna lie. Bye, Miriam. Bye, Lino. Bye.